Okay, we're ready to get set up to do our sample preparation surface grind. So remember, we're going to have a glance at our eccentric wheel. We've moved it from its setting of 1 to prepare our glass to 3 because it's going to do a coarse grind. Now 3 means it's going to take off 15 micron on each pass on the surface of the samples, which means that the nodding duck is going to go forward by 3 teeth, grinding into the sample. Now, looking at the micrometer, remember, our samples we cut at about 4 to 5 mil. We add the thickness of glass, and let's just say 3, just for a rough estimation. Pardon. And we're going to walk over to that micrometer, and now we've got a width of 8. We're going to guesstimate that the sample slice is 5 plus 3 mil from the glass. We've now moved our micrometer to 8. And that should be enough distance. We're going to watch our X's on our sample slices, and we're going to mount those sample slices and move the coarse wheel just on top of those samples safely to begin the grind. Right, let's have a look at our glasses set on the machine bench, and you'll note that they're all nice and tidy and clean. I pre-prepared these. You just flip your glasses over, use your Stanley knife blade, and get off any old resin or super glue, and then take a nice tissue of acetone and get those glasses absolutely clean. Because that glass is the thing that's holding your sample to the sample plate with oil. And if these glasses are dirty, once the wheel hits those samples and the glass isn't actually fastened to that mounting plate, it's going to knock the sample off the machine. As soon as that wheel strikes it and it isn't completely sealed onto that sample plate with oil, creating that bond, that slice is going to come off the plate in a spectacular way. If it does, I've never talked to you about this, but if something falls off the machine, come around to your wheel. Remember, moving the wheel away from the samples is taking this handle and going that way. To move the wheel in, we come towards ourselves. To move the wheel out after grind, we go away from ourselves. Now, I'll put some arrows on the front of this machine so that you'll remember that until you get comfortable. It's easy to forget. And some students, in a panic, if something happened or they forgot, it's easy to come to this wheel after a grind, or if something falls off, and turn the wheel the wrong way, sending it into the trouble instead of sending it away. So just think about that for a minute. I'm going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to mount these sample slices the same way we mounted the glass onto the sample plate. And then I will move the wheel in close enough to start our grind, and then I'll show you what I've done. We'll start the machine up so you can see what that grind looks like, and then I'll stop the camera and start it again just before they finish, actually when the X's are all ground off, so you can hear it stop and the machine to alarm. Let's move on.